Monday. It's Monday. How you doing? Mike Dixon, Simply Your Voice, coming at you with another car vlog. Car vlogging today. It's Monday. It's January 16th. Middle of the month. 16 days into the new year. Coming to you from 295 southbound East Greenwich Township. Yes! Mike, it's not the turnpike. Oh my God! Well, you know, today was a day I need to shake things up, change things up. East Greenwich Township, a cold 31 degrees. As you can tell, the sun is starting to crest over the horizon a little bit, and I'm running late for work. I don't have a set time. I got to be in by 7, but I'm salary, so I get in there when I can. How's everybody doing? How was everybody's weekend? And hopefully you all enjoyed your tech. Going to jump into it right now. Two very interesting things for my weekend. And they both coincide with each other. Let me start with Mom. Went to Mom's. She had a very nice birthday dinner. And she's, you know, as always, being the IT department, she had some issues with some stuff. And one of the things was she said it's just the sound. It sounds horrible. Is there something you could adjust? I knew there was some adjustment you did. I'm like, nah, I don't remember, but okay, I'll look. And so I turned on the TV and started watching a show. She's especially Chicago, one of the Chicago shows. She watches all three. So Chicago PD, and put that on. And man, it sounded horrible. And she has hard of hearing. She needs the stuff up kind of loud. So I turned it up to about where she would listen to it, and it got worse. It just got straight up worse. And my wife and I look at my wife, she looked at me, and she said what I was thinking: the speakers, they're shot. So the speakers of my mom's TV are shot. She probably played it so loud for so long, and it's a very old TV. They got that when they got in the house in 2008. Flat screen TVs were the new hotness. Remember plasma TVs? What happened to them? Anyway, so I'm like, the only way around this, Mom, is outside buying a new TV. No, I can't afford that. I know that, Mom. Get a speaker bar. What's that? I said, look, I looked it up on Best Buy. I said, the cheapest one they have is $99. The next one up, which so happened to be a Roku, which that's what she uses for her streaming her stuff, is Roku, was $129 and change. I said, Mom, why don't you pony up? I hate to spend your money like this, but let's go to the Roku one. You're familiar with the remote. You probably all work with one remote. All right. So I truck over to Best Buy near where she lives, and yeah, I'm in there, and I'm like, I had a little problem finding the correct one because I wasn't sure it was this big one for $179. I said, that ain't it. And I asked the gentleman, and he said, oh no, you want this one, which was smaller, which was better, was compact. And he couldn't check me out because he was busy with another customer in the middle of a sale. But he was working two customers. I appreciate that. So I proceeded I said, you know what? Let me wander around anyway. I'm in Best Buy. You know how often I get a chance to meander in Best Buy. And now here's the other part of the story. Now I'm looking at the cases, and for some reason this Best Buy by Mom's always had a great selection of different cases. You know, the Best Buy near me, all they have is Samsung and Apple. If they have, they'll have maybe a Pixel case from Google, maybe, So I'm over looking around, and my ears perk. And the gentleman says to, I'm assuming his wife, yeah, I'm looking for a Pixel 7 I got. Oh, like, ooh. And I'm listening to the conversation, and I'm like trying to like going, don't do it, Mike. Don't do it, Mike. Don't do it, Mike. Don't say nothing about you. You know, no. And I did. I just let it out. Excuse me, I don't mean to eavesdrop, but I hear you have a Pixel 7. Yeah, I got it. He tells me the story. He got a Pixel 7 for his mom, and he just picked it up. I said, you know, you really have a better chance of going through Amazon. He goes, yeah, I know, but it's a 2-hour drive to get to mom's for him. And he wanted to try and get his mom a case, and the Pixel 7's for his mother. And I go, oh, wow. I said, that's nice. And I proceeded to, of course, give him the spiel. You know, I play with phones for a hobby, a YouTube channel, blah, 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 blah. And he whips out his mom's old phone, a Pixel 2. His mom's had a Pixel 2. Holy, I was like, oh, a Pixel 2. I'm sorry, I don't mean to. Through the course of conversation with this gentleman, I realized this guy has a. I got talking about different things with him, and he was a savvy shopper. He understood how this stuff works. He had a Samsung S10 himself. We got talking about the Samsung event. He knew about the February 1st event coming up. I got to, you know, and I'm like, he's telling me he picked up the phone next door. What next door was a Verizon store. I'm thinking, oh my God, you went to Verizon to get that phone? And I got talking to him, and I was about to break it to him. I say, right now, you know, about the Google sale at the time. I say, you know, it's still, you might have gotten it. I'm not sure if that sale's over just yet. And then through the course of him being he's telling me he's a Verizon customer for so many years, blah, 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 blah. He got a Pixel 7, 256 gig for $499. Paid it outright. He owns it outright. His name is George. George, if you're listening to you, I was so impressed. You don't know how I preach about people trying just the general consumer being a little bit educated about some things, about their devices and the carriers. My man was on it. Him and I were just going back and forth, chewing up the fat. I think he was a little tech head. He was a little tech head. He enjoyed his tech. Yes, I believe he enjoyed his tech. Came to a point I realized I'm holding him up, and his wife has already came to us once. They found a case, a spec case, and I said, make sure it's not slippery. I explained to him my past experience with spec, if I'm calling it right. Person having the phone out of the case. That was my experience, and then this was a little chunky for my liking, but hey, it's got protection. I gave him the rundown of all the cases. Look up on Amazon the rundown of, I told him about Spigen's screen protector. His mom doesn't, he doesn't think his mom's going to use the fingerprint sensor. She's more of just a pin person. I said, okay. I explained to him about how glass screen protectors don't play well with the fingerprint sensor. And again, we started talking. He said, yeah, he mentioned about his S10 and how his fingerprint sensor can be a little on his S10 can be a little troublesome. So eventually I had to apologize to his wife, saying, sorry, I didn't mean to chew his ear off. She laughed. It was all good and fun. So I got home and got mom's Roku soundbar all set up. It is really cool, and hopefully I got video. I'm hopefully overlaying video in different parts. This soundbar is really nice. It does 4K. It's the Roku device that you would have, plus a sound bar. And that was great. One less remote, everything built in. 4K. It has, I think, it seemed like the better tier model, like mine versus the stick. You can get more apps on it, but everything it's set up. I logged into her account. 98% of everything logged in fine. I had just logged in YouTube TV for her. I believe that was it. So yeah, I tell you, it was Saturday. It was a good Saturday. Mom, I gotta go out and get some tech for Mom, get her set up, talk to somebody else that wasn't an iPhone or Samsung person. It was just refreshing. It was really, really great to do that. Hey, today's word. If you made it this far into this video, let's go with 295. Word of the day: 295. Interstate 295. 295 is the word you can use, but yeah, let's put that in there. That if I see that, that means you stuck it out all the way to the end. Thank you so much. New to the channel, consider subscribing. Please join the membership. Join the ever-growing group of Enjoy Your Tech members. That's a new one. I like that. Enjoy Your Tech members. Anyway, return subscribers, as always, thank you so much for riding this journey that we're having. I'm Mike Dixon. This is Simply Your Device. As always, enjoy your tech. I'm out.